Hi, I'm pro saxophonist Jamie Anderson. You're watching Get Your Sax Together, and on this special Welcome to My World vlog, I'm going to run you through my exact process for producing a Hall of Fame video. In this case, it's going to be Night Train, which comes out on July the 26th. It does go on a bit. I don't know, maybe there'll be a few people who are interested. Let's have a look at what is needed to make a saxophone tuition video. Hope you enjoy it. So as I'm talking to you, it's June 2020, and this will probably all be a forgotten dream by the time you're watching this, but we're in COVID-19, or just coming out of COVID-19 time, so I, like every other musician on the planet, as far as I can tell, hasn't had a gig for over 3 months. So it's been a very intense time for getyoursaxtogether.com, sorting out my website, making great content for you guys. So because I haven't had any gigs, I'm not getting to bed late. I'm getting up really early, so my workday starts get up about 5, half 5, and I'm cracking by 5:45, 6 o'clock, which is ridiculous for an itinerant jazz musician, but these are strange times. So maybe sometime this year I'll actually have another gig and this will all be different, but at the moment that's the pattern, so let's get cracking. So today's goal is to show you exactly what it takes to make one of these videos, and it all starts with choosing the video. So how do you choose the video? Well, number one, you guys suggest things. Number two, I hear things and I think, oh yeah, that would be good to do. However, before you know it, the list is absolutely massive. I've got a bit of a list here, and already, well, I can't even read them out because it'll take far too long, but Dancing in the Moonlight, Thin Lizzy, Money, Pink Floyd, Jungle Land, Springsteen, After the Love's Gone, Candy, Native New Yorker, Pick Up the Pieces, Let's Go Round Again, Dave Van Dyke, In the Dark, Changes, No Man No Cry, Jimmy Sachs, Sithlum, Sunset, Neon, Only Wham, Spandau, Duran, Billy Ocean, you name it. Got Leo Sayer, Arthur's Theme, Deacon Blues, sort of, miscellaneous ones like Katy Perry, Last Friday Night, that's a Lenny Pickett solo, that's wicked. Will You, Hazel O'Connor, that's a big request. Got some gaming ones like, and the list goes on. Then there's profiles, then there's technique videos, then there's improvising ones, and there's jazz ones. So when you request a video, just bear in mind there is a big list to do. So I've got the production sheet ready for Night Train, as featured on the Enchantment Under the Sea dance in Back to the Future. This is the production sheet that I use for all my videos, which is a multi-stage process. So I'm going to do some research, work out what I want to say, create the PDF, do the graphics, do the backing track, work out the fingerings, and all that stuff. I've done a bit of research, and now I'm going to transcribe Night Train. I use Anytune Pro to playback stuff, and I use Sibelius to notate the stuff, Sibelius Ultimate. So first thing is to find out the key, which is A flat major. Go speed it up. Okay, dokes, I've just rinsed out transcribing Night Train, and I've done the copying in Sibelius for the tenor parts and the alto parts. I'm going to save that as a PDF, and I am printing it off now. And there is the finished product that you lovely people can download for the video. The next step is to produce the graphics for the screen, you know, in the green line and the note names that you follow along with. Zoom in, my love. This is a special template that I've got set up. This is actually an extremely short phrase. I don't think I've ever seen a phrase this short.
Quick question.
What is it?
Do I have £5?
Does he have £5?
I need to check. I'll check in a minute for you.
3, 2, 1, you're back in the room. So I use chord symbols for the note names, and then I'm going to export these as separate little PNG files, which we're going to import into Final Cut later. That is finished. I can tick that off, and the next job is going to be putting the fingerings in the right folder. Who doesn't love ticking something off a list, eh? The next job is to put the right fingerings in a folder so that when I do the editing, all the fingerings are there. So, zoom in here, my darling. And what I've done is I've been through the chart and just looked at what notes I need and moved them over there. Cough up chicken. So let's just have a quick look at the list, and the next thing to do is the backing track. Here's my camera woman. Hi. You might know her from such videos as Forget Me Nots outro.
Hi, I'm Pro Saxophonist Jamie Anderson.
We're going to do the backing track now. I'm going to do the backing track now, so let's go to the Get Your Sax Together studios. Follow me.
Hi.
This is Queenie. You might recognise her from such videos as, what's the one that she's in?
I don't know.
Because she's Romanian.
Oh, oh my god, I'm getting attacked. Leave me alone! I'll quickly get in the studio.
I'm using Logic Audio to make my backing tracks. I've set up a little template, I've listened to the track. So the first thing I'm going to do is put in the B line. 3, 4. What's it called when you substitute an A flat 7 chord for a D7 chord?
Are you asking me?
Yep.
Tritone substitution?
Yes, it is a tritone substitution. I've put the bass part in, double bass part for the first chorus, and I'm looking at the piano part now, and it turns out the piano part is actually really hard. Right.
Can you turn the AC down?
You want the air conditioning down?
Yes, please, it's really cold.
What a diva. Yeah, we can do that. I just kind of vibed it a bit. And now we're moving on to the drum part, which is going to be really hard to replicate. Let's build it up. And 3 and 4. On there. So I finished programming all the parts into Logic Audio on the computer. Now what I'm going to do is just take some time, balance the levels, get the compression and the reverbs sorted out, and then I'll have a backing track that I can record my sax to and that I can put at the end of the video for you to play along to. So, high five.
Me. Ow, that was hard.
This is, of course, by far the most fun bit of all. It's the part where I record my sax. I've got my little setup, which is an M Audio mic. I'm recording into Logic again, but this time with my MacBook Air. My audio interface is a Steinberg UR22 Mark II. And that's about all the equipment side of things for the moment.
That really hurt my brain.
You need quite a long breath for the first section.
Oh my god, my arms hurt so bad.
So I've done the main recording with the backing track. Now I've just got to record all the solo, really slow sax parts. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm gonna get the sax sounding good now in Logic. Okay, I've got a finished product, which is the whole thing. Let's have a little listen. So another day, another dollar in the Get Your Sax Together production studio. This morning I've been working on the script for the Night Train video. Just a quick note, I never used to use scripts on my videos. I used to think it would sound too stilted, but then what would happen is I'd forget to say all the important stuff that I wanted to say. So now I just write down the things I want to say. I put them in this homemade teleprompter, which you'll see when we start filming. That's pretty cool. And that way I don't forget the things I need to say. So I've done the script, which is behind me on Word, where it's actually Pages because I'm on Mac. I copy and paste the script and I email it, and then I've copy and pasted it into here. Now look, if I go to Night Train there, oh look, you can see my camera. Hi! The words are upside down and backwards. But when you see the teleprompter, it'll all make sense. I've created a new library, so I'm going to create a new folder. So that's my Final Cut Pro setup, and then what I do is I create a new project. So that's it, that is my Final Cut all set up and ready. So I took it easy yesterday, had a bit of a day off. I did the script actually for this video, so not a complete day off. But I've been really smashing it, making content for the channel, 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, so I needed a bit of a break. Because I want to free up some time to get some great courses together, which is really going to help you guys. And I'm working on that at the moment. I look rough, I've just got up. I need to get in character. And then I'll take you in front of the camera and you can see what I see. Can you see what I see? Okay, so this is my studio, Get Your Sax Together studio. I'll talk about the camera and the teleprompter in a minute. Now this is pretty cool. This is my own custom artwork that I designed for Love Supreme. Based on the original, obviously, but it's got this, you can't really, you can see it in the videos, it's like this orange sun and then this sort of cosmic planet exploding out of John Coltrane's head. That's a one-off that I made. I think that's pretty cool. Speak No Evil, Wayne Shorter, love that album. Classic album. Sunny Sit, Sunny Runs. Michael Brecker, Oliver Nelson, one of the most underrated tenor players of all time. Prez, Lester Young, Junior Walker, Gene Ammons and Sonny Stitt, Boss Tenors. One of my favourite albums, Miles Davis, Someday My Prince Will Come. Sonny Rollins, look at him, what a dude. I've got a classic 3 light setup, key light, fill light, and hair light. That is Adolf Sax, the one and only. This is what I'm going to be sitting on, my djembe. And this is kind of what I see. The camera is behind the glass, the iPad is there, and when it's reflected as I record, that scrolls up. Over there I've got my monitor. I'm not a photographer. And yeah, and I've got 2 lights down there which light up the back of the set. No assistants, no glamorous assistants here. Just little old me. In today's free online sax lesson, you'll be learning how to play a real dirty blues song, and that's Night Train by Jimmy Forrest. I'll put up a green screen, so that's what I'm going to use when you see me in a white background. Okay, so the final thing to film is the fingerings, how I move my fingers. All I do is I go up on my tippy toes, and then you can see it. So that is it, that is all the filming concluded. The next job is to bounce down the audio that I recorded with a separate mic, not the camera mic, and that is here. Saxophone, you're gonna love this one. So I've got some EQ on there. I've got a little bit of exciter on there just to add a bit of zizz, whatever zizz is. I've got a compressor on there, and then finally at the end I've got a limiter. So I'm gonna bounce down the audio and then sync it up with the footage that I've shot. So because the audio from the camera is so trash, I'm now going to sync up the picture with the audio that I recorded from my nice mic. So you see, if I go to this footage and play it, I stacks up your Sunday every week with technique and improvise. The audio is really rubbish compared to Jamie Anderson. You're watching Get Your. Fingers crossed, this should now be synced with the correct sound. Saxophonist Jamie Anderson, which it is, and that's the clip that I'm going to put in the project. We're now into editing proper. This is where the fun and game starts. So first of all, I'm going to do the bit where the note names come up. If I pull this back here, you can see that that's the fingerings and that's the front on. So I've got to make them the right size, and I've got to chop it into phrases and write in the right notes and make sure everything's in the right place. So I'm going to do that now. I've now got to type in the note names for each section. Okay, I've got the demonstration section sorted, and I've got the backing track section sorted, and I've thrown in the little bit of artwork there to make it look nice. And now I can move on to the really gnarly bit, which is sorting out the notes which are played slowly with the moving line. So let's have a look at that, and it's going to be in mega fast motion. Et voila! The finished product, all the phrases done. I finished editing all the notes, which is a great relief because it is a solid hour of blow your mind concentration, and really you kind of lose the will to live after a while. However, I feel good about that. It's done. Now I've got to put all the right chunks of the video in the right order, finalize it all and proof watch it. So I'm going to get on with that now.
All right.
In Fuckles. I think I'm losing my mind right now.
So
I finished editing. I'm delirious. I finished editing the timeline. Now I've got to do a proof watch through, and you know, in YouTube when you go into the description you can see the chapters with all the times, and you can click on the time to get to a certain point of the video. I've got to make a note of what all those times are, what the significant moments are in the video. But in the meantime, I have just cut a little highlights reel out from the main timeline. I've bounced that. I'm now going to put it into my Instagram promo project because Instagram is square. What's it called? Square aspect ratio. So yeah, that's the jobs. Exciting times. We've almost got a finished video. I've still got to do all the YouTube stuff. That's coming right up.
It was so hectic. I don't think I understood anything that you were saying.
The video is rendered. Big moment. There it is, right there. So, the next step is, of course, to upload to YouTube. This video is 50 frames a second, 1080 HD, and it's like 4 or 5 gigabytes. It's big, so it's going to take a while to upload. I've just started uploading it, and now I can change the title, which I've done. I'm going to go back and do the description later. Monetization, I'm going to turn off. You know, you need to have millions, hundreds of thousands of views to really make a significant amount of money from monetization. So I just keep that off because it's a pain for you guys if I don't. I am going to make this scheduled, so 26th of July, 7 AM GMT, the usual time. I'm about done for the day. I'm going to upload it to YouTube, and then maybe tomorrow I'll show you all the YouTube stuff.
Swag.
This is part of the process that I really enjoy, and it's making the thumbnail. I use an online program called Canva, and I got some pictures of Jimmy Forrest, and then I separated out the background. There's a feature on here where you can separate out the background. It's pretty cool. I went with this picture in the end, sort of put me in the background a bit, a nice kind of blues textured background, shadowed writing, and that's the finished thumbnail. I think it looks pretty cool. So as you can see, if you don't choose your own thumbnail, you just get a selection of stills from the video. So I'm going to go to upload thumbnail, and that will now make that the thumbnail. So I quite like this part of the process, doing the YouTube stuff, because you get a lot of things ticked off really fast. I've done the thumbnail, I've done the title, I'm working on the description, which is going to let you guys know where to get your PDF and the resources mentioned in the video, and of course a load of other Hall of Fame videos that you can watch, a little bit about the channel and all that stuff. So that, oh, and the timestamps are going to go in the description as well. I've switched to my standing setup today because I do a lot of computer work. If I'm sitting down all day, it's not a good look.
Couple of extra things to do YouTube wise. One is to add the end screen, which is what you see while the end card music is playing, and the easiest way to do that is just to import it from a previous video. And then I have to do the cards, which is when I say something like, you know, go to this card for this video, find the right times, get the right URL for that particular video, put the little message in about what you're going to see, and then when you click on that card, you can get offered the video. And then of course there's the tags for the video. Now in this case there's quite a lot of tags because there's been several versions of the song by different people. So I had to, as you can see in this fast motion video, I had to delete some of the other ones, but that takes care of tags.
So the final stage of this process is to create the web stuff so that you guys can get your PDFs. So I've created what's called a landing page. I use Kajabi for my website and all this kind of stuff. So I changed the words there. I've set up a new form so that when you fill in that, you get an email, which then you can download the PDF from. So this is the blog post. I've given it the title there, tags. This is called the slug at the end of the URL. I've just called it night to keep it snappy. These are the title and page description, which are used for SEO, search engine optimization. And that is the image for the blog. So I'm going to get together the blog post. I haven't written it yet.
Okay, so that's the blog post finished. As you can see, the video is grayed out because it's currently private. When I was editing the video, I copied the notes into a separate document so that I could paste them back in here because it takes ages writing out all those notes. There are the timestamps, and there is the transcript of the whole video. So that's actually quite a cool resource, the blog.
One of the gnarliest jobs of all is doing the subtitles. Now, you might ask, why do you edit your subtitles? Because YouTube automatically generates subtitles for you, which is true. And I'm about to show you why I need to correct the subtitles. For example, hi, I'm Prozac Softness, Jamie Anderson, and you're watching Get Your Sacks Together. Ice axe up your Sunday every week, blah, 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 blah. And there's a lot worse ones than that. Some of them involving gay sex together, and all sorts of things that you can't even imagine. So if I don't correct that, that's what the subtitles are going to come up as. Anyway, I have to go through it manually and correct all the subtitles, which I'm not going to bore you with. So, fanfare of trumpets, the whole thing is finally done. Oh my god, what an effort. It's all done and dusted, and it will all just come out automatically at the right time, which is well cool. So I can chill on my Sundays and just enjoy your comments. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I know it's pretty boring at times, but If it was me, I would have quite enjoyed seeing how people do stuff. That's probably just me though. Anyway, of course, on Sunday there'll be another proper Get Your Sax Together video, and you can see this video on July the 26th. I hope you've enjoyed a bit of the behind the scenes stuff, getting to see me in the raw, peeling back the kimono, and I'll see you next time on Get Your Sax Together. See you later.